Captain Carl Conti. I'm the Director of Force and Innovation Experimentation at Naval Network Warfare Command. I'd like to welcome you to Trident Warrior 09. The things that we're doing here are going to make a big difference in the future of the Navy and the Marine Corps, and what we're across the line for Department of Defense as well. The idea is to get speed to capability and find ways to get new technologies to the troops and to the sailors faster.
I'd like to just go ahead and thank Trident Warrior for coming aboard. Trident Warrior is at the foundation of how we are attempting to look at operability of systems to make sure that when we introduce them into the fleet that we've captured lessons learned and that we are able at that point in time to ensure success for the fleet as a whole. So it's a pleasure to host Trident Warrior aboard. We couldn't have been happier to have you. Hopefully it was very fruitful from your end as far as working with NASA and the NASA sailors are concerned. And I hope that you're able to gather information that you need in order to make the United States Navy a better sea power. Thank you. Thank you.
Trident Warrior is an excellent opportunity to get the technical experts in the lab out to the waterfront so they can see how we actually apply the technology that's coming to the fleet. The most important thing about ForceNet is our ability to communicate the information that we receive on sensors on Farragut back to the commanders ashore, and that they can get their command and control information out to us so that the force can be unified and have a single purpose.
I'm Wendy Walsh, and I'm from the Naval Postgraduate School. I served there as the Homeland Defense and Security Coordinator, and I'm part of the DOG team here. One of the most exciting parts about Trident Warrior is the interface with the USS Nassau. The ladies and gentlemen that are on this vessel and are helping us as subject matter experts, coming down from what their field of expertise is, looking at these new technologies and saying yay or nay. It's just been fantastic to have them on board.
Hi, my name is Lieutenant Warren McLucky from the Royal New Zealand Navy on board the USS Nassau. I'm the New Zealand rep for AUSCAN-ZUCAS over on the Nassau, and it's been a fantastic opportunity for me to come here and see how the rest of the world is doing it.
Live action, which is the Trident Warrior technology for the monitoring portion, and you'll be seeing let's just talk about the BMW 160 sponsored the ISNS Next Generation technology. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the blade centers. IBM blade centers used commercially out there in the real world for commercial technology. Why not bring that into the Navy?
I'm Tim Carmen, the CISO on board the top grade of USS Nassau. This is my second time participating in Trident Warrior, and I think it's a good thing for the Navy and also the system engineers to test out their technology to enhance the Navy and its future capabilities.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Stephen Fulkerson from San Antonio, Texas. My role here was the Data Collection Coordination Officer for DOG for Trident Warrior 2009. I think Trident Warrior is an excellent opportunity to really help the warfighters, to give them the tools to enable them to do the job to keep our country safe. So, love to be a part of the team.
I'm a software developer for Northrop Grumman, and it's my first time out here as a technology provider for Trident Warrior, and my technology is Agile Client. And Trident Warrior has been a great experience to allow us to validate that our software will work out in a disconnected environment and out in a low bandwidth environment on a ship out at sea. and it was a great experience for me to see some of our existing software used by other operators in some of the combat information centers.
Commander Jeff Stewart, C5I officer. Trident Warrior, I am a believer. These guys come out to the ship, they bring their packages on, it's turnkey, they get to business, and the applications they're testing are ones I want on my ship now. In fact, I'd like to keep some of them if I could. So become a believer in Trident Warrior.
I didn't know what that was 6 months ago.
Go Trident Warrior!
Go Trident Warrior!
Go Trident Warrior!
Go Trident Warrior.
Go Trident Warrior.
Go Trident Warrior!
Go Trident Warrior.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Shelley Gallup, Data Collection Analysis Lead for Trident Warrior. Go Trident Warrior.